In an interview, Wulei and Zhao Lusi reveal a shocking dating revelation. Here at Techno Trends 24, every rumor has a source, and every stillness conceals a mystery. Welcome back. The headline of today isn't simply popular, it's tearing the internet apart with the intensity of an unexpected confession. Wulei and Zhao Lusi just revealed their relationship in the midst of an interview. Not concealed in comments on Weibo. Not discussed in whispers among hairdressers. However, publicly. On film. While the entire world looks on. This is no longer conjecture. Fans have grieved, speculated, waited, and are now attempting to comprehend this moment. What were they saying exactly? Did you slip? Was it prearranged? What is the industry's response? Let's examine the surprising disclosure, the response from fans, the behind-the-scenes events that brought this about, and the implications for the future of the most-watched rumored couple in China. It was intended to be a typical Q&A session for promotions. Sitting next to each other, Wulei and Zhao Lusi were promoting their latest project, a fantasy romance movie that would be released this autumn. It was a happy set. The host was vivacious. Before it wasn't, everything went smoothly. The host questioned, who is more romantic in real life? Halfway through a humorous couple compatibility skit, Zhao Lusi chuckled, gave Wulei a light prod and remarked, he is. Particularly when he isn't acting. So, someone seen the romantic side up close? The host joked. At that moment, it occurred. I think it's okay if we finally say it now, Wulei remarked, grinning at her before turning to face the camera. Quiet. The host went cold. Zhao Lusi grinned and put her hands over her face. Calmly, Wulei said, we are dating. The host let out a gasp. The employees behind the camera paused in shock. Despite her bashful appearance, Zhao Lusi nodded and said quietly, this wasn't how we intended to announce it. However, it is true. Everything changed at that point. The video was uploaded to all of the main fan pages in less than 10 minutes. Hashtag Zhao Lusi Wulei dating confirmed was the hashtag that caused Weibo's popular search to go viral. Ultimately, the video featured more than 9 million views. Reposts in the thousands. Trending in 8 nations. You're aware that this is more than simply a celebrity dating tale if you've been following them from the beginning. This is a real-life fan legend. For many years, one of the most powerful unconfirmed couples in C entertainment revolved around Zhao Lusi and Wulei. Their off-screen relationship always felt too natural, whether they were on variety programs or drama sets. Supporters yelled, this isn't acting. This is love. Now they were correct. Timelines were inundated with fan comments, my Delulu has been validated. There has never been a better drama ending than this. I have waited for 4 years. I may finally pass away peacefully. Some fans even posted their previous fan edits again with the caption, it turns out that this wasn't fiction, but rather a documentary. Let's take a moment to go back in time. Tear off calendar 2021, the drama hype for Love Like the Galaxy. There was an electrifying chemistry between them. However, they behaved like a real couple even in behind-the-scenes videos. Zhao Lusi's microphone is being fixed by Wulei. Between takes, Zhao Lusi brings him some munchies. Long looks, even without the camera rolling tear-off calendar that he waited for her incident in 2022. During a late-night commercial shoot, Wulei was photographed by paparazzi standing close to Zhao Lusi's van. His studio called it a courtesy, and denied any involvement. The fans weren't persuaded. Tear-off calendar 2023, the theory of private vacation. Fans discovered 6 minutes apart, identical dawn photographs with the same horizon and angle posted on their Weibo accounts in December. Although it was never verified, currently the trip? Actual. Why? Love. Insiders are speaking now that the confession has been made public. They were cautious, according to an anonymous assistant director who collaborated with them last year. However, they shared a sense of warmth. It was evident that they were no longer acting. They didn't even need to look at each other to communicate, disclosed a hairstylist from a recent photo shoot. It resembled a silent comprehension. Off the record, a fellow actor stated, on set, people made jokes about them being like an elderly married couple. As it happens, they had already reached halfway. Why then did you decide to tell the truth in this interview? Fans are now discussing the following theories. 1. A plan for a soft launch. They have been quietly getting fans ready by wearing identical outfits, smiling throughout live streams. Subtle clues. This was the last action. 2. Weary of concealing. They merely desired freedom after years of avoiding gossip and the media. 3. Take charge of the story. They decided to use their own words instead of allowing tabloids to convey the news through poor images. Whatever the cause, fans were ecstatic when the shocking truth was revealed. Not all stars remain silent. About Time, by Lu wrote after reposting the video. I'm proud of you too. Wulei's former co-star Yang Yang made the following comment: brother grew up and chose love. Zhao Lusi's old friend Dilraba Dilmurat once remarked, true smiles never lie. Even Tencent and iQIYI employees posted cryptic congratulations. The tribute videos flooded Twitter, Bilibili, and Douyin. Edits that include their first encounter together, slow looks, laughter behind the scenes, the last confessional moment, captions such as, a couple we saw, not a couple we envisioned. They lived a love story after giving it to us. Wulei and Zhao Lusi wrote their own conclusion. Since the connection is now public knowledge, many are wondering what will happen next. Will they go together to award shows? As a real couple, will they appear in further dramas? Will there ever be a wedding? According to some insiders, Wulei has already received approval from Zhao Lusi's family, and he paid a discreet spring visit to her village. Others claim that earlier this year, during a family meal, Wulei presented her to his sister. None of it was verified. Everything is now believable. This one feels odd in a field where relationships are occasionally staged for attention. Wulei and Zhao Lusi didn't date in order to sell tickets. They didn't share a few pictures to get likes. They said nothing. They actually constructed something. And after they've said something, the admirers who adored, stood by, and protected them obtained their reward at last. They were never pretending. They were never acting. They simply waited for the ideal opportunity. When did you think they were real for the first time? Was it the embrace behind the scenes? The captions on Weibo? Or Wulei's steady, silent gaze whenever she chuckled? Tell us in the remarks section. Additionally, remember to subscribe to Techno Trends 24 so that you may be the first to know about any upcoming surprise weddings, secret getaways, or baby rumors. Soon after the video went viral, Sina Entertainment got in touch with the management teams of Wulei and Zhao Lusi. How did they react? No comment at this time. Which, let's face it, that's practically a soft confirmation in Cient language. On Tieba, an unidentified insider with knowledge of Wulei's group wrote, they anticipated this. They did not, however, want it to be a publicity stunt. Their desire was for it to be human. In just 4 hours, one popular Douyin edit with the headline, not a drama, just love received 900k likes. Among the remarks were, Delyalu no more. It's sweeter in reality. For 3 years, they shielded one another. Love is that. It was always evident in his eyes. This is not shocking. It's fate. Disclaimer. An interview tape, public response, fan conjecture, and analysis from entertainment insiders served as the basis for this story. Wulei and Zhao Lusi have not yet released an official written statement. All content is intended solely for amusement.